Hi, Elaine here. CountryHomeAndHeart.net is my website. And today is a very rainy and thunderstormy day. You probably are going to hear some thunder because it was coming down here pretty close a little while ago. Had my dogs a little nervous, but so I figured with the kind of weather and everything we've got today, it would be a good day to make some cream cheese stuffed banana bread. And what I have done with this recipe is I've actually taken two of my favorite banana bread recipes and kind of put them together. And there goes some thunder. I don't know if you're picking that up on the video or not, but anyway, I hope our power holds out. I mean, we just got it back on from the hurricane just a couple days ago. So anyway, I've taken those two recipes and kind of combined them, and then taken a cream cheese stuffing recipe that I had for some sweet potato bread and just kind of put all this together, and I'm going to do cream cheese stuffed banana bread today. So let's get started. Let me turn you around here and bring us up a little closer so you can see. There we go. Alright, there's my mixer. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting with 1 cup of canola oil, and that's going to go in my mixer. And to that we're going to add 2 cups of sugar. And we are going to just start getting that mixed. And to that I'm going to add 3 eggs. We're just going to dump those in. Let's see. Okay, and I am going to cream that until it gets light. So when I get done creaming this, I will be back. Okay, I'm getting this creamed. I'm going to do it for just a little bit longer, but it's time now for me to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So we're going to go ahead and get that put in. Whoops, spilt a little bit, but that won't hurt anything. I'll just put a little less on this last one. There we go. Okay, so I've added my 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and I also have my oven preheating to 350, and I have 2 loaf pans that I have greased and floured and lined the bottom with parchment paper like that, because we don't want that to stick. So I lined that with parchment paper. Okay, and I'm going to continue creaming this, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I have my sugar mixture creamed and with the eggs, and it looks like it came out pretty good. So I'm going to lay this down for a minute, and we are going to add at this time 2 cups of mashed banana. Now these bananas are a little dark because I had them frozen, but it's not going to hurt anything. They're going to be fine. And I'll just mix those right in. Okay. And so now let me move this beater as it's time to add the dry ingredients. Okay, and in this, I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, I almost spilled that. I'm going to take this off of my mixer so I can bring it down and you can see it a little better. Okay. Let's turn that a little bit. Whoops, there we go. Okay. So here's our banana mixture right here. And in this cup, I have 3 cups of sifted flour, and this was sifted first and then measured. That way I can ensure my accuracy, and I know that I have exactly 3 cups. Because flour does tend to pack down in the bag and can cause you to get a whole lot more flour than you meant to get. So sifted first, then measured. Then once I did that, I sifted in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I am just going to pour that in a little bit here, just kind of start mixing this by hand. You don't want to go in on a mixer with this. You just want to kind of mix this up by hand. Just kind of like you would muffin batter. You're basically just going to get this moistened, and you're not going to do a lot as far as mixing, because you don't want to over mix this, because if you do, there's a good chance it's going to be dry. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit more in, and we're going to keep mixing this together. Just like that. Okay, and I have just a little bit more, so we're going to go ahead and put that last little bit in. Okay, and now it is beginning to look like banana bread batter. So it's getting thick, and that's what we want. Okay, let's stir this around a little bit, and I think that I have pretty much got this. Alright, so let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, and I'm going to get my pans. Okay, and I'm going to take my ladle. This works really well for me. We don't have all that mixed in good. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to lay this right there. Okay, and now I'm going to start spooning in my batter enough to fill these muffins, or these loaf pans, just about maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe about a third full. We just want to start putting that in, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the other one. Okay, we're just going to keep putting this in. Let me just scrape the spoon out, just like that. Okay, all right. Okay, now the rest of this batter I'm going to take and put in this thing here, because we are going to mix up our cream cheese stuffing that's going to go on top of this. So let me just pour this in here so I can wash up my bowl, and we will finish this out. So it'll take me just a second. Okay. Alright, so I am going to turn the camera off, and I will be back with you as soon as I'm ready to start mixing the filling, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that cream cheese filling. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and we are ready to do the cream cheese topping. Our filling, not topping. So what we're going to do, oopsie, is I have 2 bricks here of 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese, and these have been softened. They've been brought to room temperature and softened. And I'm just going to put those right in my mixer, just like that. Let's get that extra off of there. This is precisely why I make sure my hands are very clean before I ever start cooking, because sometimes you got to do things like that. So, okay, let me rinse this off, and I'm going to get the other one out. Okay. Got a little stubborn one here. It doesn't want to open up. There we go. I think I got it. Alright. Okay, and I'm going to put this one in here as well. Let's just dump it right in. Okay, so I have my 2 8-ounce packages of softened cream cheese. Put this in the trash. And rinse my hand off so I can operate my mixer. Okay, let's let's just put the beater on here. I didn't put my beater on. Okay. All right, and I'm going to start by just kind of mixing up this cream cheese. All right, and now while that is mixing, I'm going to turn that down just a little bit, and I'm going to gradually add 1 cup of sugar. And then to that, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and just pour the vanilla in. All right, there's our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And this is a scant 2/3 cup of flour. This is just all purpose, and I'm going to pour that in too. Okay. And while that's going, I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. I'm going to put that egg in. Add one more, and we're adding a total of 4 eggs, so that's the second one. And I actually should have added the eggs before I added the flour, but it's still going to be alright. It'll work out just fine. I've done this enough to where if there's any mistakes can be made, I've made them and I know what happens. So, but this is going to be fine. All right, let's add that 3rd egg in. And the last egg. Okay, so I'm going to keep beating this until it is ready to put in as the filling in my banana bread, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have the cream cheese all mixed up and ready to go in as the filling. So let me turn you down again so you can see. Bring that a little bit closer. So I have my cream cheese filling, and what I'm going to do is just put it right in on top of that that first layer of banana bread batter that we put in these loaf pans. We're just going to put that in, and I'm going to put some on this side. Okay, I'm going to put a little more on this one. We've almost got that. Okay, and we want to be sure and get all of this that we can, because this is going to be really good. Alright. And there's our filling. And the last thing I'm going to do is go back to our batter. And we are going to put the rest of the batter right on top of our filling. I'm just going to push that through there. More in here. We got a little of the cheesecake filling seeping up on the sides, but that's okay. I don't think that'll hurt a thing. spread that in there a little ways, like that. Okay. Now I have made a topping out of pecans and brown sugar and a little cinnamon, and we're just going to sprinkle that right on the top. So this made two nice sized little loaves here, so what we're going to end up doing is probably freezing one of these, and because it will freeze well, and we'll enjoy that some other time, or maybe if I need a gift to give to someone, I can always use it as a gift or anything like that, because it will do very good in the freezer. Alright. Okay. Alright, and whoops. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and it's going to be a 350-degree oven for 1 hour and 10 minutes. And what I'll be doing in about an hour is I'll start checking these, and once a toothpick can be inserted in the center and come out clean, they are done. And I'll let you know exactly in my oven how long it took. So I'm going to get these in the oven, and we'll be back when they're done. Okay, I'm back. I just got the banana bread out of the oven and got it out of the pans, and it's cooling on the rack. But I did cut one of them open, and I just wanted to show you what it looked like. So hang on a minute, and I'm going to bring you a little closer so you can see. There we go. Okay. And there is the banana bread. This loaf right here I'm probably going to freeze, because again it does freeze well, and it'll be nice to be able to give that as a gift at some point to somebody that might need it. But you can see the cream cheese on the inside of that, and it's still too hot yet to taste, so we're not going to taste it just yet, but we will be tasting it as soon as it cools down a little bit. And so when it cools down, I will be back, and we'll let you know what it's like. See you in a bit. Okay, it's cooled down enough to where we can taste it now. And I did want to tell you that I wound up having to reduce my oven heat from 350 to 325. It seemed to be getting done a little bit too quickly on the outside, but I think it's because my oven tends to be a little on the hot side, because I noticed that with a lot of things I wind up having to turn it down or having to cut the time a little bit. So, but all in all, it took this about an hour and 15 minutes in my oven to bake. And so we're going to taste of it. So I have it right here. Piece. My husband already tried it, and he said it was really good. That's very good. And if you like cream cheese and banana bread and that kind of thing, you're going to enjoy this. So I'm going to put the ingredients in the description below, and that way you can make this yourself if you'd like to try it, and let me know how it turns out for you. Okay, so we're going to finish this off, and we'll see you next time.